Okay, this might be a rough one. Hi, I'm Grant, and I wrote this song. It's called Useless Alone, and by listening to it and reading that title, you'd probably think, wow, it's probably about me not being able to do anything by myself. Like, I need everyone to do stuff for me because I'm useless on my own. And you'd be wrong. I know I always say songs are open for interpretation from the listener, and different listeners have different meanings behind songs and things. But when that interpretation involves something to do with the artist, aka me, then there might be a right and wrong in a lot of cases. And this is one of those cases. So today I figured, let's set the record straight and actually explain what Useless Alone is actually about. Okay, let's start with verse 1. Voices, they fill my head, appear when I'm alone, won't stop till they're fed. They eat my self-esteem, self-sabotage, no one else, it's just me. So when I'm alone for too long with no distractions or anything, these thoughts start to bubble inside my head, and it's almost like a bunch of voices are like starting to talk to me. You know, it's like these voices that keep popping up and like telling me really bad things about myself and telling me to do really bad things to myself, and they just won't stop until like they're satisfied. I guess they seemingly stop at random sometimes. And the last line there, self-sabotage, no one else, is just me, is like a realization that the worst part of all of this is there's no one else to blame but me. I'm all alone, there's no distractions, nothing else, no other people, just, it's all just like in here, it's all my fault that like, I'm doing this to myself essentially, and that's probably the part that sucks the most. Okay, then the chorus. Talking to myself, losing where I am, I can't find me, why am I so useless alone? Get a grip of it, I'm losing consciousness, I'm melting away. Why am I so useless alone? So we've established now these voices, they're all coming from me. It's all my fault. They just keep breaking me down, down, down. Well, I keep breaking myself down essentially. Then sometimes it gets to the point where I'm like, what's true about myself and what is like just something made up by these thoughts in my head? And the truth and the lies start to like get blurry. I start to lose like which is which and start to believe all the lies and the stupid things these voices tell me, to the point where I like lose who I am. And then like the second part of the chorus, I'm telling myself to just get a grip, because like it feels like I'm busy sinking away because of all of these voices and things. It feels like I'm just busy drifting away from what I know is real more and more. Like I'm melting into a pile of mush. So I'm trying to keep hope and just get a grip of it and pull myself back to what I know is real. And this goes on, and it's like really exhausting of like constantly sinking and then trying to keep myself afloat, and it's just like it drains you, and like now I have to carry on as normal with my day-to-day things and everything, and I struggle to just like get basic tasks and things done, and it feels like I can't get anything done, even the simplest things. It's like I'm useless. See, that's where the title comes from. So whenever I'm alone, all of these voices, they start breaking me down, 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 down. And I'm constantly fighting to push myself up and stay afloat. And now I have to carry on as normal, but I can't because, yeah, it's a struggle. So I'm useless when I'm on my own. Okay, verse 2. Why? When I sense the slightest shade of doubt, my mind always feels like it needs to shut me out. No control, no wheel I'm behind, just a roller coaster, man, my head's on a ride. The whole thing is kind of like a snowball effect. It just takes like one bad thought or one minor inconvenience to just like start rolling the thing, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. And once that happens, it's like I'm losing control of like where my mind's going. I don't have control over it anymore. I'm just like on this roller coaster ride, and it's taking me on these loops and loops. And you know, I could actually go on a like non-metaphoric roller coaster right now. I could use some adrenaline in my system. Okay, continuing with the second verse. It bumps and cracks, don't know how I survive. When my skull is being broken from the inside, I know it's a problem and it wants to be free. The cause of the problem, I know it is me. You know, and as like these thoughts are busy snowballing and getting worse and bigger and bigger, it feels like it's just like expanding inside of my head. Like my mind wants to just like burst out and pop. Just like, I wonder how long am I still gonna be able to like live like this with these things keep coming back, and how long have I been able to survive like this? And obviously like I don't want to be like this. Like I know it's a problem and I want to solve the problem. I mean, it's easier said than done, and I'm working on it, but I keep blaming it on myself because there's no one else around. It's only me. And that also kind of makes it worse and worse. So now the voices have more ammo to like throw back at me, saying like, this is all your fault. Look how useless you are. You're making yourself useless. Well, that kind of went dark. That's a bit more of like an explanation of what was going through my head while I was writing the song and what it means to me. I know I was kind of still vague on a lot of points here, but I don't want to just like spoon feed you exactly what it is. I mean, this is now more of like, you can interpret my interpretation of the song, I think, something like that. I mean, I know I used a lot of metaphors here to explain the metaphors probably as well, but I mean, this shit's not easy to talk about, man. So why do I think that most people don't get the same meaning to the song that which I intended for it while I was writing it? I mean, it's pretty normal for people not to fully understand a lot of songs. Hell, I think my band members don't even understand most of my songs. I have a few theories on why this could be. Maybe people, when they listen to music, are just trying to be as optimistic as possible, trying to escape from their problems and their voices and things. So they kind of take an optimistic approach to it and a more humorous look on a lot of lyrics, where I would write the lyrics in a bit more serious way, dealing with like more serious issues. Instead of running away from the voices, I want to like confront them. That's always been my approach to these kind of things. And I know it's scary to face your problems head on and stuff, but I'm doing it right now. This is scary as hell. Me talking about this in front of a camera, putting it out for the entire world to see. That's really freaking scary. Another thing that it could be is because like, I'm a dude. I'm a guy, and when it comes to like these mental health issues or whatever, guys are usually told to just suck it up and not openly talk about it and express about it. You're kind of expected just to like carry on as normal and not make it anyone else's problem, or at least that's my experience with it. Boys don't cry and all that shit. So I think it's not a thing that's normalized for guys to usually talk about this. So I think a lot of people just automatically dismiss it as like the song not dealing about those serious issues and things, and more just like, we're going out drinking and having fun. Or at least that's what I see from a lot of other like male artists and male fronted bands in the underground scene. It's all about going out, having fun, getting shit-faced, or just like being angry about politics or something. There's not really so much an introspective look on mental health and things. I don't know if this makes any sense. I might be going cuckoo crazy. This is just my experience and some theories I have on it. Anyway, that's enough rambling and stuff. Go listen to the song again, check out the lyrics this time, see if it like with this new perspective, if the song means anything different to you now. I just thought maybe now with like this fresh perspective, maybe it could resonate with people a bit more the same way it resonates with me. Anyway, comment your thoughts on anything and tell me if I'm stupid or not. Cool.